Welcome back to the channel everyone. I hope you're doing absolutely well. This is Eddie back with another video. So today's gonna be the review of the Oxygen OS latest build on the Redmi Note 5 Pro. So without any further ado, let's now get started. So here's my Redmi Note 5 Pro running the Oxygen OS, and this is a straight port from OnePlus 7 and it's working really nice on the Redmi Note 5 Pro. So talking about the about phone section, as you can see here are a couple of stuff, and obviously these things are fake over here. Snapdragon 855, nope. Only thing correct here is the storage, 4GB RAM and 64GB ROM. Camera again 48.5, nope. And the Optic AMOLED display, that's not the case over here. Device name is set to OnePlus 7, you can change that definitely. Developer is Nifero N, nice work. And talking about Android version, as you can see the Android version is obviously Android 10 over here, the latest from Google. The security patch is of 1st June 2020, that's really nice. The kernel here is the extended kernel, version is 4.4.226 here. I'll be talking about battery life and performance in the later part, so do watch this video until the end. So talking about other stuff guys, this is again pretty much similar to the older builds of Oxygen OS what I have reviewed on this channel. So I'll not go in depth regarding all the features again, so if you want any information you can check those videos. And going into utilities, here is the app locker. It's working absolutely well. So let me add an app really quick. So let's add camera application, and going into camera, as you can see you can use pattern or you can also use your fingerprint scanner if you want to. So let me show fingerprint really quick. As you can see it unlocks with fingerprint too and it works really nice. So going back into settings menu, talking about other stuff, security and location, here are a couple of stuff, and even the face unlock is present over here. I haven't set it up, let's just set it up and see what it does. And it's working obviously as per the changelog, and I'm wearing headphones over here, that's why it might not work properly, but yep, it says face not detected. Let me come closer. Okay, it says face has been added, but it may or may not work because I have headphones on, I have my spectacles on, etc. Let's just see. Yep, it works really nice. As you can see, that was face unlock by the way. Unlocks in a blink, a big thumbs up again. Face unlock is working absolutely well, and I told you earlier it should work as per the changelog. Fingerprint scanner is also working fine as I showed you earlier. And talking about buttons and gestures, I have here navigation gestures on, so if you want you can have the traditional buttons too. And talking about other stuff, going into display menu, here are a couple of stuff in the display menu like the night mode. It's working absolutely well. As you can see, you can change the intensity of it from there a little bit. And talking about the reading mode, it should also work fine. Let me show you that really quick. And there are two effects over here. So earlier we only had one effect, but now we have two effects. Let's just see. And here it is guys, the reading mode is finally on over here. Everything is turned into kind of grayscale over here, works really nice. And the status bar customizations are over here. Battery percentage, you can enable it like this and it's showing over here. As you can see, network speed it says, and it will show your current upload and download speeds if you have an active internet connection. I don't have one over here. And icon manager was also there, pretty much the standard stuff. And the notch display, it says over here, show notch area. This is like, it doesn't do anything basically over here, as you can see, because this thing don't have notch. So talking about Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, etc., everything is working absolutely well. I didn't had any issues with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth or anything like that. Even VoLTE should work absolutely well guys. As you can see, small VoLTE logo is there over there. And customization, it says over here, you can customize your wallpapers, accent color, tone, and the clock style, also the horizon light. This feature I saw it working once, then after that I didn't see it working. Maybe it works sometimes and it doesn't work sometimes too, but it was working. I did see it once. And font, it says over here Nebel Settle, Roboto and OnePlus Tail. Only these two fonts are available over here. So going back, talking about the performance, let me show you my last Geekbench score really quick. I ran Geekbench twice, when the device was cool enough and when the device was a little bit warm. So the first I ran was when the device was cool enough guys, and as you can see, single core is 300, multi-core is 1327 over here, and this was when the device was a little bit heated up. 294 on single core and 1329 on the multi-core. Multi-core is jumped like 2 points, whereas the single core is reduced by somewhere around 6 points over here. But still the performance in this ROM is really good. I enjoyed playing PUBG also in this one, but only thing which annoyed me over here is that there is kind of battery drain while playing PUBG, and the battery life in this ROM is not that great. I'll be talking about that in a moment. and still the performance in this ROM is really good. No issues with that at all. Apps open in a blink. As you can see, within just blink it opens the applications. That's really nice. So talking about the battery life in this ROM, guys, let me show you my battery states really quick. So going into the battery, view detail usage, it's saying that battery usage isn't available because the device was down to 10% and I charged it all the way up to 100%, and that led to reset the battery states over here. Don't worry, I'll have the detailed screenshots somewhere on the screen over here, or I'll have it on my Instagram stories for sure. So do follow me on Instagram, link is in the description or it's appearing somewhere on the display over here. So guys, talking about the battery life, as per my experience, battery life is not that great in this ROM. Yes, I have been using the Hydrogen OS. When I compare it with Hydrogen OS, there is like day and night difference over here. I used to play PUBG continuously for 4 hours sometimes on Hydrogen OS 2, and still I would have somewhere around 30% of charge, but with this thing I just played for somewhere around 2.5 hours and it was already down to somewhere around 25 or 20%. That was really annoying for me, and performance was good but battery life is not that great in this ROM. Screen on time is not that great. So that was regarding the battery life in this ROM, and as you can see it says last full charge 11 hours ago and screen usage since full charge 17 minutes. So that was regarding the battery life in this ROM, and as you can see here are a couple of applications that came pre-installed. YouTube Vanced and YouTube Music came pre-installed with this ROM. I didn't install that. PUBG and Geekbench I have installed that. Apart from that, all other apps came pre-installed. Even the Chrome browser came pre-installed with this ROM. I didn't install that. So this was a quick little review of the Oxygen OS of the OnePlus 7 running on the Redmi Note 5 Pro. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Also do follow me on Instagram, link is in the description or it's appearing somewhere on the screen. This is all about technology 24/7. Signing off for the moment. You guys have a great day. Peace.